Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm ranking Fallout New Vegas DLCs. This is like take number 1000, and what you hear is what you're gonna get on this one. I'm done recording this, so let's begin. So I'm gonna go from my least favorite to my favorite. Starting at number 4 is Lonesome Road. To me, it felt like I was going in a line the entire time, and ultimately that's why it's my least favorite. I definitely like the DLC overall. It's just that one thing is probably what made it my least favorite. I enjoy the red glare rocket launcher. I spammed that the entire time. I liked Eddie tagging along. But I gotta say, my favorite part was the difficulty. I really enjoyed that I was able to utilize my character's combat skills to the fullest, especially on that last final boss. I was able to do it all on this boss. Usually when you're fighting an enemy, 1 or 2 punches, see you later, you're gone. So I really enjoyed the difficulty of Lonesome Road. But overall, I would say it's my least favorite. Number 3, Old World Blues. Old World Blues is a great DLC. I probably would have ranked it in the 2nd slot instead of the 3rd, if not for one thing: the exposition. So the exposition towards the beginning of the DLC is not well paced at all. You start the DLC with a conversation that lasts like 20 minutes. I think if they paced it better and spread it out a bit, the DLC would be so much better. But Old World Blues is fantastic regardless. I thought the writing and the humor were very well done. But I admit my humor can be juvenile. I'll laugh at things like Son ejaculating. I'm trying not to laugh about it right now. Okay, this is stupid. Other things I really liked about it, I like the benefits of playing the DLC. For instance, the sink, aka what I call it, the headquarters. You got a bed, you got a safe, you've got all these utilities, you got an auto dock, a merchant. Just all these things that are very handy to have in one place, and you could just teleport there in an instant from the Mojave. And I don't know. Old World Blues, it is great. It's hard for me. It's hard for me on this one. I think if not for that beginning conversation being like 20 minutes long, it would probably be in the 2nd slot. But what is in the 2nd slot is Dead Money. In my opinion, Dead Money's story goes hard. I was very interested in the characters and where they came from, especially Dean Domino and Elijah. But Laura Bailey, the voice actress for Christine Royce and Vera Keys, she absolutely killed it. And the role of Vera Keys especially, she just had this soft-spoken voice that just, I don't know, she pulled it off. But there's also the Mr. Krabs angle of the DLC. I'm talking money. The ending of the DLC felt like a puzzle because I refused to let go of the gold bars, even though the theme of the DLC is letting go. That's the intended theme anyway. For me, the theme became, you can have your cake and eat it too if you're stubborn enough. In all seriousness, this DLC had a strong message of learning to let go. It had interesting characters and an amazing atmosphere. I'm talking like a horror dread vibe. I don't know what you'd call it, but it was wonderful. And atmosphere is big with me. So that may be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but all the stuff I listed that I really enjoyed, they're all true. But I do think the atmosphere was a big part of what I really liked about the DLC. The only thing holding it back from being number 1 for me is the added gameplay mechanics of the bomb collar. It's not like I hated every instance of running into a radio or a speaker, but there were moments where it felt like a hindrance to the experience instead of like adding tension. Regardless, I had a great experience with it. So yeah, number 2 for Dead Money. Now for number 1, the big cheese, the boss. It's Honest Hearts. You probably don't agree if I were to guess, but that's all right. It has good characters, like Joshua Graham, for example. I know people be liking Joshua Graham. He's well written and intriguing. The setting is a breath of fresh air, and even though the game is old, I think it's a beautiful location. I think it was a genius idea from Obsidian. And speaking of Obsidian, I think the way Obsidian implements tribes in this DLC is also good. You have the Sorrows on one end of the spectrum, a kind of peaceful group. You have dead horses in the middle, willing to defend themselves and hold territory under the leadership of Joshua Graham. And then there on the other side of the spectrum, you have the white legs who kill indiscriminately, and they're fun. I thought this spectrum added a lot of depth to tribes in the Fallout universe, which I really appreciated because I really enjoy Fallout 2 involving tribes so much. I just really love the Fallout 2 tribal aesthetic. So yeah, I was happy to see something like that take center stage in a Fallout New Vegas DLC. So Honest Hearts is number 1 for me. And that's my rankings for the Fallout New Vegas DLCs. I would love to see your rankings in the comments below, so please feel free to leave them there. And if you liked the video, please like the video. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.